Hello everyone, Praise Scooter here, and welcome back to more Tears of the Kingdom. Last time, I got horribly distracted. You know, there was a Leviathan, forgot about that. Then took a picture of a battle talus, and then, well, you kind of see where we are now. I guess the quest keep going. Oh, a Frox? I definitely have taken a picture of a Frox. I'm not even going to entertain this. I'm not even going to entertain this. I've definitely got a picture of a Frox somewhere. Where is my time in the depths? Well, I mean, that is it right there. Oh, I like how this today was meant to like basically clear off the Hyrule Woods area, and now I'm just like, oh yeah, let's see what Kilton has to offer for me. That's what I'm doing today. I'm making Kilton happy. Huh. He did a good job making it. Man, I had to like... Oh, it's not as big as it normally is. They made it fun size. I'm going to knock something off here. Well, it does have to sit on the stage, so... Can I just... You know... That is stupid look. I can see what they did to like making sure it's staying like roughly the same pose you caught the photo of it in. Yeah, I see what they did to like keep it roughly the same pose. Is like they basically just put an invisible box around the creature itself, and then they're like, okay, what does the photo look like? Put the capture the 3D model at that moment, put it inside this box, and have the box still be this one flat plane. Anyway, it's done. Found a spot for it. Look behind you. It's coming right at you. Oh, although I gotta wonder, have I seen every single large creature at this point? My brain says I have, actually. Let me get a drink of water here before I have to try and do a shrill Kilton voice again. Really excited. White blue fox even. This is only a place this. Yeah. Take a drink of water, forget your voices. Good to see. Who knew monsters got that big? Oh, that's the 1 to 7 scale of it. It gets bigger. What do you mean once? What do you mean? What do you mean not? They get bigger? Oh, they get bigger. That they could eat the village? Probably. Once again, Spot's foreboding look is called a Frux. Gobbles up all you see, and sees all that it gobbles. But what if you saw? What if it saw you? You'd be into its mouth and down its gullet in no time. And yet, the horn is back twinkles and sparkles in the dark depths of the earth. Sorry, mildly distracted moment. I'll look at that in a minute. You must be quite mesmerizing. I've loved to put my eyeballs upon it just once, but no, I suggest you try. I don't suggest you try it. It could be the last thing your eyeballs ever see. It's true. I did die about 5 times fighting it. When did you die 5 times fighting it? Let's not talk about this. Alright, so everybody's happy with seeing a Frox. Ah, the accompanying saddle. What else do you have? The mightiest monster? Okay, this is what we're doing today. You got a monster in mind. King Gleeok. I must have taken a picture of the King Gleeok. I must have. I know exactly where to go. I will go out of my way to do this. This is now my interest is piqued. So, Frox, I have taken a picture of King Gleeok. Because I made a big deal out of fighting in the first place. It's a terrible picture, by the way, but I've got a picture of it. Will you go against your rules for once, Hudson, and like actually place the Klingok? The Klingok. Yep, it's a Klingok. King Gliok. King, can you place the King Gliok for... Oh, mama. That actually is a lot better. Man, we get to see this in much better light, too. Look at that thing. The Gliok. Finally back since, like, the first Legend of Zelda. I have a feeling... for some reason, I feel like the Gliok was, like, put back into the series with Skyward Sword. But to draw attention to something that I've said a handful of times... To bring... Oh, it rests on the wing. To put forth a point... To put forth the point that I've said in the past, will you just... Nope. Okay. Oh, nope, like, not like this. Can I get it a little... Okay, we'll balance on the wing like that. Man, you really weighed down that wing, didn't you? Forgot what I was saying. But yeah, I'm pretty sure King Gliok probably did appear in Skyward Sword, but I've played like all of like 20 minutes of Skyward Sword, and then I just permanently benched it. Man, would you like to imagine fighting that in mano a mano? Would you imagine fighting that thing mano a mano, Kilton? Imagine. I don't have to imagine too much.
The monsters for monsters, the King Gliok. But do not fear, draw near. This is the only place where it's safe to manage such a monstrous royal up close. The only place.
It's nothing short of astonishing. It has three heads? What I would do if I ran something out like this? I hope I never find out.
The sight is stunning your eyes. Now give all your ears. I say again, this monster is the fearsome King Gliok. Fire, ice, lightning. Power is possessed by plenty of monsters, but our noble friend here is unique. He controls all three elements at the same time. The Elementinator.
Sorry, I couldn't stop myself.
And while it looks like a beast from a book of stories, I warn you not to dream of meeting it in the flesh.
I can vouch. When you can vouch. Do you want to see its wings? What are you? A bloodthirsty something. I wish I could find better words. I just bloodthirsty.
If you to come face to face with this monster, arriving home alive would be quite unlikely. Remember, please, reckless adventures should be aware and keep away. Hey, just seeing this one out here is plenty frightening for me. Look and learn. Then you won't have to hate. Understand what you fear, you'll feel great. For those who don't mind, wonders always await.
So a lot of these other monsters, you know, are common enough where, like, you can find it pretty easily, but I'll show you where I found this King Gliok if you want to follow in my footsteps if you have not been watching this whole series. Diamundo. Ooh, Dio. And Monster Extract, are you nearly complete? Maybe we'll just check up on him later. We'll check up on him later, but yeah, the King Gliok that I fought is map, depths, and pretty much opposite corner of the world. It is right in here. The Gliok Den, which is a few clicks east, or no, that's west. A few clicks west of the Forest Temple. Or the Forest Temple? The Fire Temple. Hello? Oh, this is a pin for a place I haven't gone to yet. I need to learn how to drink water, apparently. So yeah, I guess we got another set of horse armor. But something I will point out, because I feel like I should have mentioned this at some point, is, and I do feel like I'm repeating information. Kilton will give you at least one monster extract for each sculpture you bring him at this point in the game, if you're following along. But if you need more than the one, You can buy more monster extract from Fryson here at the store in Hudson. They're like 20, 50 per monster extract. Monster extracts just they're just kind of things. We do, I know I've said it before, but I will repeat what I said just to make sure it does get put out in the world. You will need at just one monster extract for a quest down the line that we'll see in Hateno? Yes, in Hateno. Which the game has mentioned Hateno several times over, so this is not like it's new bubbling information in a world where nobody knows about it. No, Hateno's been mentioned a handful of times here. Not just by myself, but by the NPCs in the game. So it's not hidden information at this point. But anyway, with that very much huge distraction aside, everybody who plays this game for YouTube at some point in their playthrough, and now I'm part of the metric, or part of the yeah, even the metric, I get, is the right word. Hold on, do I have a bow I could power up? How would you miss? Damn it. Put that back in your mouth. Anyway. Trout, really, huh? Okay, I'm finding my ground. But yeah. Everybody becomes a part of this metric at some point in their adventure in this version of Hyrule, and I'm now part of that. Breath of the Wild, it was a problem. Tears of the Kingdom, it's a bigger problem. Where you have a clear goal set in mind, and you set off to do it. And then not even like a few minutes into that, not even a few minutes into your overall goal, do you have to stop, turn around, and do another 20 to 30 minute goal because, oh, I have to be in the area of a big goal. Now, I want to say, I'm going to say that I feel like Kilton's quest line is not quite over yet. I feel like there's going to be at least, I'm going to say I feel like there's going to be 4 instances of it, but it's waiting for certain late game trigger to trigger before it happens. Also, I'm going to take a moment to cook up some of my hearty truffles I've been gathering. They are down here, right? Yes. But I feel like there's going to be a late game trigger. There's going to be some kind of late game trigger that we'll get it at some point. That will make us have to show him pictures of the various big baddies of the game. But I say it's a very late game trigger because of something else I get to talk about much later on. Anyway. But yeah, so I'm going to say for now Kilton is not quite done, but because of what triggers in the coding are set up in place as we speak, we can't really finish up his line until those triggers are met, which means we have to complete a bulk of the main story to have those triggers go off. I had a feeling it turned up. Take a look. Take a looking at the skeleton that came to before. It's pretty impressive that Leviathan's eyes are fossilized too. Okay, so the one random guy who is like an archaeologist or somebody who is familiar with bone chemicals and anatomy and all that jazz. This would mean that the eyes would have some form of calcium in them, right? And that's why we are still able to find human bones so far into their existence in current day and age, because like the composition of our bones in our body have calcium and something else in them that allows them to withstand biodegrading for millions of years. So that means this Leviathan's eyes would have some form of calcium in it that would allow it to like persist. Because our eyes, there's something. I'm not going to tell you poke your eyes to test this, but there's something actually solid in your eyes to hold structure. So your eyes decay rather quickly. Which is why when you see skeletons in media, they don't have eyeballs. Usually. Anyway, I talked over her questline. We need to find the eyeball, which we did see it, but I had to go find her in the first place. The eyeball is right in there. You have now seen the eye. Blinded by the eye, even. Now, can I just pull it out? No, I can't. I have to take it around town. Take it around town and kaplunk, kaplunk. There it is. Took a minute to slam in there. How it's staying in there at this point, I don't know. Link just got out his wacky glue. How did you get over there? Where'd you just... Okay. Well, take a look for yourself. Oh, it looks so long to walk all the way here, out here. I wish I could have seen him with both eyes in its head. Well, hey, through the power of my decrepit necrophilic hand, I managed to pick it up without tarnishing its overall construction and put the other eye in. Hey, I can see both of his little eyes. Thank you for looking at that big ferocious face, those cute round eyes. I'm not sure whether to cower in fear or pat him on his adorable baby head. He's not just complete, he's perfect. So you found his eye and put it back together again, huh? Thank you. Here, take this. Least I could do after you make my historical dream come true. So this is this loon here has a quest line. It's only 3 parts, but it's going to take you all over Hyrule. So we probably won't see her again for some time in the overarching video series. Here you can see my map. Now anybody who remembers the Leviathan and Hebra, we've seen it in Breath of the Wild. So if you remember how that was all set up, it's a bit of a pain to get to, just because it involves a choose the right path kind of game. What am I waiting for? I'll see you now. So long. Bundle up, miss. It's like -10 out there. Scooter, do you mean Fahrenheit or Celsius? Take your pick. They both suck. Anyway, with that all done, I feel better. And I do want to get this all done before like I said, before I handle this. So, minecart minigame. Yep, I saw it. Sorry, my brain saw the treasure chest as it was like lizard brain neurons fire. Ooh, what's a shiny? I remember what shiny is. I wish I had better ways to tell my brain of this is important for future money-making endeavors other than putting a treasure chest there. Because, again, lizard brain go, ah, shiny! And then I'm drawn to go get shiny. Did you remove that monolith? Bro, why'd you remove the monolith? No, it's still there. Okay, never mind. Alright, well, we're going to go, thankfully because of how all our work in the depths, we won't have to worry about it when we go back to the depths, but after we get this shrine, or after we get this, let's see, where is it on surface level? Okay, yeah, this is higher up, so it would make sense to go for the dragon's tier first. But yeah, after we get this particular dragon's tier, and that shrine's somewhere in that location out there. Is that it right there? No. I'm not sure why I'm looking for it while I'm base diving. And I'm still looking for it while I'm base diving, but at least I'm actually zoomed out and looking towards my goal of base dive. I'm pretty sure the tier for this particular glyph is at the tip of the blade. Hold on, have I? Oh, it's a bridge. I thought that was another glyph up there. I was like, wait, have I not seen one? Oh, no. I literally had that moment of panic of, oh, am I not done? Oh, no. Oh. Or the shrine could be literally at the base of the glyph we're about to go to. I don't know if my lack of sleep this weekend has made me this delusional while setting up this recording session, or the fact that I've gotten too much sleep to make up for my lack of sleep has made me overly restful and not functioning properly. Anyway, I'm going to shut up for a hot minute while this cutscene takes over for me. Quick side note while I'm doing these, because I've already started the process out of order as is. there's a good chance that I will probably present the story beats for the overall tiers in the wrong order just because of how I'm getting them. So do know that everything I'm presenting here may not be in the order that it's actually intended to be presented. With me explaining myself aside, have some story, my friends.
I managed to restrain him somehow. But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him. Master Sword. How is the Master Sword? You're telling me that Link is safe? You traveled through time to find me and recover your strength.
Zelda, I believe there is a reason you were sent to us. It has to mean something.
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do. We will finally stop him.
To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
I'll be forever changed. Link! You must find me.
All I'm going to say is it must be incredibly wild. It must be incredibly wild and speak to the talents of somebody who can write story segments for an overarching story that can present those pieces of the story in any fashion at any time throughout the story and not have them spoil the overarching end goal. I don't know. I'm not a good writer. Look at my descriptions. You can see how well I write. I'm not a good writer. So that kind of stuff just kind of blows me away. Just like, dang, how do they do that? Anyway, let's get this last shrine out here beyond the forest. Then we'll go underneath the forest. It'll be fun. For you. Me, I might suffer a little bit. We'll actually do this shrine and go underneath the forest next time. Everyone, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you then. Take care.